Determination. Determination. This 13-letter word. This 13-letter word right here has allowed for many greats and many legends to achieve that status of greatness. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at the power of determination and how you can build your determination blueprint. What it do, y'all? My name is Paramjot Singh, and welcome back to the Illuminated Mindz, a space dedicated to building the habit of reflection to further self-growth. Determination. What is the definition of this 13-letter word, determination? Well, the definition is as such. Determination, the quality of being determined to do or achieve something, a firmness of purpose. Quite a lofty definition, eh? But to really cultivate the essence of this 13-letter word right here, I want to share a story with you called The Power of Determination. Check it. The little country schoolhouse was heated by an old-fashioned pot-bellied coal stove. A little boy had the job of coming to school early each day to start the fire and warm the room before his teacher and his classmates arrived. One morning they arrived to find the schoolhouse engulfed in flames. They dragged the unconscious little boy out of the flaming building more dead than alive. He had major burns over the lower half of his body and was taken to a nearby county hospital. From his bed, the dreadfully burned, semi-conscious little boy faintly heard the doctor talking to his mother. The doctor told his mother that her son would surely die, which was for the best really, for this terrible fire had devastated the lower half of his body. But the brave boy didn't want to die. He made up his mind that he would survive. Somehow, to the amazement of the physician, he did survive. When the mortal danger was past, he again heard the doctor and his mother speaking quietly. The mother was told that since the fire had destroyed so much flesh in the lower part of his body, it would almost be better if he had died, since he was doomed to be a lifetime cripple with no use at all of his lower limbs. Once more, the brave boy made up his mind. He would not be a cripple. He would walk. But unfortunately, from the waist down, he had no motor ability. His thin legs just dangled there, all but lifeless. Ultimately, he was released from the hospital. Every day his mother would massage his little legs, but there was no feeling, no control, nothing. Yet his determination that he would walk was as strong as ever. When he wasn't in bed, he was confined to a wheelchair. One sunny day, his mother wheeled him out into the yard to get some fresh air. This day, instead of sitting there, he threw himself from the chair. He pulled himself across the grass, dragging his legs behind him. He worked his way to the white picket fence bordering their lot. With great effort, he raised himself upon the fence. Then stake by stake, he began dragging himself along the fence, resolved that he would walk. He started to do this every day until he wore a smooth path all around the yard beside the fence. There was nothing he wanted more than to develop life in those legs. Ultimately, through his daily massages, his iron persistence, and his determination, he did develop the ability to stand up, then to walk by himself, and then to run. He began to walk to school, then to run for the sheer joy of running. Later in college, he made the track team. Still later in Madison Square Garden, this young man who was not expected to survive, who would surely never walk, who would never hope to run, this determined young man, Dr. Glenn Cunningham, ran the world's fastest mile. Crew, how powerful was that story right there? And just through sheer willpower, through sheer ambition, through sheer determination, Dr. Cunningham was able to run the fastest mile. And what allowed him to achieve his form of greatness is that he continued to affirm that firmness of purpose within his mind. So Crew, just like Dr. Cunningham did, how can you build your determination blueprint? Well, there are 5 points that you can utilize to build your determination blueprint. So what are the 5 points? The first is goal, the second is milestones, the third is choice, the fourth is affirmations, and the fifth is deterring the BS. So jumping to that first point right there, goal. What is the goal that you are trying to achieve? All the many greats, past and present, like Kobe Bryant, Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, all had this vision, this goal that allowed them to achieve their form of greatness. And if your goal is to stand again, or to get that promotion, or to be the best burrito maker in the world, ultimately, this goal is a decision that you need to make. For this goal is your why statement, which takes us to that second point, which is milestones. And to reverse engineer your goal, the beauty of having milestones is that such milestones are checkpoints when it comes to achieving your goal. For example, just looking back at Dr. Cunningham's story, his goal of standing required him to create these milestones. One, that came from him massaging those feelings into his legs. 2, him starting to crawl. 3, him getting to that picketed fence, just working on building that muscle to stand, and then ultimately achieving his goal by standing. Which takes us to that third point, which is choice. And when looking at a goal and reverse engineering such a goal into different milestones, you need to make the choice. You need to make that determined choice that you want to achieve that goal. And once you made the choice, that takes us to that fourth point, which is affirmation. And to this day, my mom continues to remind me of the little engine that could, who had this beautiful slogan, I think I can, I know I can, I think I can, I know I can, I think I can, I know I can, I think I can, I know I can. It's this affirmation that you can also adopt, but also you can find your own affirmation that continues to motivate you towards your goal. Which takes us to that fifth point, deter the BS. Through the journey of you achieving your goal, there's going to be a lot of BS that comes along your path. But it's up to you to continue to maintain that determination to cut through the BS. And yes, there may be times that you go one step back, but through your determination, that next time you'll go 2 steps forward. But it all begins with you maintaining that state of mind, that state of determination. Circling back to the introduction of this video, as well as sprinkles throughout this video, I referenced the number 13. And 13 in my language is also known as theta, which is also known as thine, Thine. And thine is synonymous of words such as the divine, the universal energy, the force per se. And especially in this fifth point, deterring the BS, I find that there's just this power that when you're going about your goal through determination, that there's this universal force that you can tap into. And no matter what, even if the going gets tough, this universal force, called the divine, called the force, is there to continue to push you towards your goal. And when you connect with that universal force, you really will feel the affirmations. I think I can, I know I can, I think I can, I know I can, I think I can, I know I can. Yo crew, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my perspective on the power of determination. If this video resonated with you, I would humbly ask that you hit that subscribe button, as well as that thumbs up button to stay tuned to what the Illuminated Mindz has to offer. Additionally, if you want to get in contact with me, follow the Illuminated Mindz on Instagram, which you can find in the description box below. Once again, thank you for taking the time, and until next time, stay ill, y'all. Much love, much love.